One of the cornerstones of humanity is the fundamental right to religious freedom and belief. Following the atrocities of the Holocaust after World War II, the international community responded by a series of actions. One of those was the establishment of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, Article 18 of which says everyone has the right to freedom of thought, conscience, and religion. And I would point out that the international community has formalized these in a series of actions, including the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights. Iran is a signatory. Pakistan is a signatory to these international obligations. Yet, despite their signatories to the covenants and to the Declaration of Human Rights, there's an inconsistent pattern of denying fundamental rights. Islamic-based countries have often attempted to subject international norms to their view of Sharia law, which is paramount within that culture. The United Nations has expressed that these limitations violate the very institutions and the very instruments that these governments have signed, but nevertheless, that maintains the policy maintains as it is. Iran, Turkey, and Pakistan voted in favor of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights without any reservation whatsoever. Iran, as Senator, many of you know, we have a troubling situation for Christians in Iran. I could talk from a firsthand perspective that we represent the interests of this Abedini family. Saeed Abedini has been in jail now for 3 years almost. His crime was and is that he's a Christian. They said it was a violation of the Iranian government through their mock judicial process, a faux judiciary, I call it, accused him of violating national security interests because he had house churches that met for prayer, worship, and study. Iran is silently suffocating the church. Even private worship comes at a heavy price. Iran, as I said, convicted American citizen Saeed Abedini. He's representative of hundreds of others. I do want to thank personally here Ambassador Saperstein for meeting with the family of Saeed Abedini, Naghmeh, his wife, and also the president for meeting with Naghmeh and her 2 children. It was reassuring to know that there is a concern at the highest levels. Having said that, at the close of 2014, 92 Christians that we know of remained imprisoned in Iran. There are hundreds of others that we don't know of. And of course, mass executions. That's Iran. Turkey, our NATO ally, struggles to recognize the religious rights of minorities, and that is being kind. Turkey denies recognition of the ecumenical patriarch of the Greek Orthodox Church. I represent that church globally. The clergy cannot even leave the compound of the patriarch, Kate, with clerical garb. They are not allowed to build new churches. They are not allowed to repair existing churches. This takes place at the same time that in 2007, 3 employees of a Bible publishing house had their hands tied, legs tied, throats slit and killed, and the 5 individuals involved in that who were arrested have now been released from jail in Turkey, our NATO ally. Disturbingly, now, of course, it's been reported and confirmed that Turkey has increased its ties with Hamas, which is a group that's bent on persecuting Jews. That's our ally, Turkey. Pakistan, another ally, blasphemy laws create an ongoing problem for Christians in the region.
as you mentioned, nobody's been more vigorous in trying to pursue this issue than Mr. Sekulow and his group.
No, I want to commend the ACLJ on their extraordinary work for the Abedini family, but I have learned from them that his father is now allowed to visit him again. That is encouraging, but nothing is going to be satisfactory to the family or America until he is released.
But frankly, the discussions help keep him alive. This hearing helps keep him alive. Comments from the President of the United States saying something about Saeed Abedini keeps him alive. And the fact that the President met with Naghmeh Abedini, as someone asked me, how significant is that? They said, well, they're from a different political party, the other side of the political aisle here. And I said, well, it's the President of the United States talking about someone who's held captive in Iran. It helps keep him alive. And right now, until he's released, we got to keep him alive.